I'm back with another one. Jeez, I'm busting them out today, but this is important, okay? This is how I used to get punished on bear flags every single time. This really actually taught me. This is where I overcame the hump. And look, a bear flag is a bearish pattern, but make no mistake about it, you can get destroyed. And so this is a beautiful example of when you could either be completely right or get destroyed. And I'm actually in this trade right now. So when I saw some stuff going on down here, this is how you want to play a bear flag. You could be more cautious than this, but what you can do is upon each test of this bottom line, go ahead and throw down your short if everything else is looking good, and then if when it hits that line, that's a good time to also have a hedge. So you want to do a play that if you are wrong, your hedge is going to eat. So shorting it up in here really is not in the middle of this line is no good. You have two options. You can either short it off the bottom, but make sure you have those calls, because if this rips up, it's gonna go touch this top channel, and this line is only getting further and further away up and to the left there. So that is a possibility that you always, anytime you play a bear flag, you have to keep this in mind. Okay, now you see the breakdown. Let's just say everything's going your way. It was going my way this morning. Everything looked great. Okay, but I started bragging. I knew, oh boy, when you start bragging at the bottom of a channel of a bear flag, you can get roasted. So I saw volume, or not volume, but just it was Putin. Putin was pissed. He was dumping this thing, right? And so I'm like, dude, awesome, because I already had the big short and then a couple hedge plays, maybe let's say a 10-to-1 ratio. Well, as soon as it gets down here, man, add to that, because those calls are basically going to be worthless, and your short's going to be up, let's say 8%. Now, you got to add them here, either way. Even if you're going to get crushed, even if it just keeps rolling to the downside, that's fine. Just cut them. That's what you want. You want your hedge play to be wrong, right? So you let it go. I saw it test. I'm like, oh man, that's tremendous. Breaks down. I didn't touch it. You do not get rid of your hedges here. You got to leave the hedges for the big possibility, which is what is actually about to play out right now. So right here, any time that I have ever seen something enter back into a channel, it actually has a massive bull run. I hate to say this, but this thing's going to go way up from here. So what's going on now is what I would like to do is just make sure this is a 15-minute chart. I definitely want to make sure it can get above that ribbon, and I want to see some serious action going on here, because if it is going to go up, it's going to go violent. But if it goes down, look, it's right here on the edge. I'll zoom out again. Here, I'll put it on a 1 hour, just so you can get a look at what I'm doing. I've been following this chart for a couple weeks. Go back and watch my video. I'm talking about the setup. This is the same play here, and this is our ultimate upside target if everything was to happen. And I'll show you where I got that. I got that from the FVG. If you don't want to go back and watch the video, I don't blame you. These videos aren't the best, but that's the area I'm looking, and this seems probable. You know what I mean? It doesn't look unlikely. So, like maybe a yellow here. You know what I mean? Or I do color codes, so orange means like, oh boy, we're getting close. And yeah, I could just see that. I could see that playing out right there. And it's no big deal, because at the end of the day, I'm very confident that I'm going to catch this move down whenever it comes. So if I close out of a short and ride this call up here, I mean, I'm already up 40% on the calls, and I'm down 1 or 2% on this short at this point. Down here, I was up pretty nice, but see how it's entering back up in here, guys. If you're a bear, this is your worst nightmare. So, you have to have extra caution when you see it. And when you see it entering back in, go ahead and make that assumption that it's going to run all the way back to the top of the channel. It's not going back into the channel for no reason. So this is just one of the plays that, as a bear, I have been burned on so many times. You might want to use it as a bullish signal, because I'm telling you, some of the greatest runs that I've ever seen are when it breaks out of a channel and then just shoots back up in it, because that takes a lot of force there. And especially if it would flip this ribbon on a 1 hour, if it gets up there with some steam, I would assume it's running up here. And 97 on VNQ could be the greatest short, maybe in the history of mankind. But, dude, these shorts are not, a one-day thing. This is they're grueling. You've got to really stay on their ass, and, this play is still young. This is very premature for a bear flag. I had to play the possibility of it. I have no problem pulling those shorts. That's fine, especially if I start to see a lot of volume. So this is just something I want any bear to keep in mind. I have been burned many a time on this play, and I just don't want to see it happen to you. So, this is just something I've seen. Another thing is if it breaks down out of this bear flag, but hits a double bottom, and you start seeing action up, it's not as bearish as you were thinking before, and you can end up really getting crushed on that. So that's about all I got for you. I'm going to make some shorter type videos with little lessons spread in between, These plays take forever, so it's not like I can do an update every day, Go back and watch the VNQ video. I'll leave it in the description. Give me a thumbs up if you appreciate it, man. I'm going out of my way. I'm pounding these things out. Look at that. Oh, look at that. Oh, this is perfect for the video. Okay, so look at that. Just out of nowhere, man. Out of nowhere. Just a brutal collapse right there. And it was looking healthy before. So, someone's mad. Putin's back. Oh, look at it. Oh, my God. What a perfect video, guys. Oh, my God. Wow. This content's heating up. Holy crap, dude. Now, see, you could get the fake. You let the operator decide. Let the operator decide. Be objective. But look at that. That gap down right there, that's a terrible sign. That doesn't happen when people are rushing to buy something. That's brutal. How do you close a candle there and open one here? That's manipulation, folks. I'm impressed by the wick, but that could also be a little fake eye action too. Sometimes these candles that look like this will actually end up being the biggest breakdowns you'll see. Or, don't be surprised if you see a monster green candle. You are in the danger zone on this line, and you are nowhere near in the clear. That's all I want to tell you. Believe me, I've been punished by this. Luckily, I was playing with small money with leverage trading crypto, so the difficulty here is a little worse, or a little easier, sorry. But yeah, Bitcoin, I've seen it go back into these channels, fly right out of the top of the channel, jump out of the gym. It's so you got to keep an open mind. You got to keep an open mind. Okay, so we're gonna see how this goes. You know what I mean? I appreciate you watching. Hit the like button. Come on, man. Do me a favor over here. Anyways, I'm out. Thank you, everyone who watches my videos. Y'all are the best. I'm gonna keep pumping it out, baby. I got a lot to say. I'm out.